Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of the Smoke Room. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to Patreon, where it's I think $5 a month for this and other games. So, I do want to point out here that I've already done this thing, but it didn't actually record, so yeah, it do be like that. I know it's going to happen in the future, and spoiler alert for Murdoch's route, we don't have much to go in the future. Also, between last Let's Play and this Let's Play, a guy, I think his name is George, left the team because something happened. I didn't look too much into it. But a bit more with the storyline wise, what happened on the last Let's Play was the National Guard came, and they didn't seem to care too much that William was here, but also that's kind of on the sideline right now because somebody firebombed not the Hendrix's place, but the other guy's place. So, yeah. Reset face. Select game, and continue. We can all smell the smoke before we see it. Far away, the sky is turning a tinge of red from the fire of the smoke. The city appears to be on fire, Sheriff. That's been something of a pattern today, if you're interested in putting some of it out. Somebody slips past me in the crowd, huffing and puffing. By the woodsy scent, I can tell that's Paul. The big Wolverine lumbers through the group of people, and he whispers something to Felipe. The hare turns his head, as if he heard something wrong. A stampede of horses and cattle run across the road, scattering each way in the wilderness of the desert. Oh, that must be the Guise's animals? Again, it's kind of weird that there's horses and horsemen and stuff. Looks like you've lost control of the beast too. Animal husbandry isn't in my job description. Yeah, I said the same thing about my previous job, but they were like, hey, you gotta do it anyways. Now, are you and your people here to help, or are you just here to... Well, hear something that sounds like a strange kind of whizzing sound. It comes from our direction of the crowd. I don't realize what it is at first. They killed him. Was it the guard? Who else could it be? It's just like how they did it in Widlow. Goddamn murderers. Murdered? Who's been murdered? I can feel my heartbeat in my chest. I'm trying to see if the crowd is swarming the body. All I can see is a paw. All I can make out is what looks like the brown fur of a hare. But it couldn't be. The odds that it's him are too low. That's what I keep telling myself. To be continued. Yeah, it was like, well, heck, that is a pain, because that's twice I'm like, and here's a new Let's Play, and that's the end of the Let's Play. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please comment, because comments, if you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. Yeah, as you can probably see down there, we're not stopping there. Because we're going to wind back a hard minute. Since, there's a bit more content, especially since there's the end of the game at some point. Would it be around here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure here. No. No, not that one yet. It would be this one. I wanted to check out the other thing, and also when I was doing something else, wasn't able to do it. It's like, well, let's see what happens if we choose the other thing. Because they say that, whether or not you're telling him to do this, does it? And I think it's like Nick and Ben are the bad choices, and also, yeah. Someone keep close, isn't he? And then we'll see. Go ahead and push my dots back. Oh yeah, the spoiler. And Ben? I have to assume the reason why he killed the Blue Jay is because he's going echo crazy. Hopefully it's so fast I don't have to actually censor anything, because can you read any of that? Though, now that I think of it, maybe I do have to censor it. Because having horrible violence on YouTube, perfectly fine. Having words that say somebody's pulling their cock out? No. Just want to make sure that I don't go too far, because as you can see, you know, skip would only do it if I haven't seen it, but since I recorded it. Right, be the firebomb. Looks like you can also control the beast too. Reset face just in case. Now, are you people here to help, or are you here to... Yep. I hear something that sounds like a strange kind of whizzing sound. It comes from our direction of the crowd. I don't realize what it is at first. They murdered the sheriff. Murdered? But no, he isn't. He's right here in front of me. He's still standing. I don't even see a bullet wound. But then, I see a stain start to form. Will? He doesn't answer me. Then, I see him topple over. His expression is the same as always. Like he's in the middle of an argument. Except, his eyes aren't blinking. The noise of the crowd starts as a low roar. One of the soldiers lifts his rifles. And the noise of shots is the only thing that can compete with the snarling. Yep, it's kind of like what? Wounded Creek? Though you could think of quite a few other times stuff like that happened. Though not so much somebody getting shot, but like a misfire. But I didn't even hear anything. I feel Nick's big paw grab onto my shoulder, shaking me. We have to go. I stare at Will, just lying on the ground. There's a pool of blood around him. The pool around him stains the... I want to say we can save him. I want to say, but he's still right there. But I stumble backwards. The wall of the quarry feels taller and tighter. All I can do for the rest of my life is run until I can't run anymore, or that all. The sounds of gunshots go off to my left. A row of people climbing out of the side of the quarry tumbles to the ground, some silent, some twitching while they bleed. The guard surrounds the ground of the quarry from every side. We hear gunshots again, and pellets whiz through the air to the side of me, and from behind me. Somebody's turning to run gets their head popped like a balloon full of red jelly. That old fear in me is back. The fear that I'm doomed. That the rest of my life is just me running. Running until I'm out of energy. Wake up, Sam. We have to get into the mine. I shake my head. Fuck that goddamn pit. It's the only way we are getting out. I hear the wind from the tunnel, like it's opened its jaws for me, one last time. I want to tell Nick that if we go into the cave, we're not coming back out. But there's nowhere left to go. Shots fire again. This time from behind me too. Another wave of men in front of me fall. God. Wait, is there nowhere left to go? As much as I want to see, I don't check to see if there's any guards in front of me at all. Fall. Guards? Yeah. I have to run as fast as I can, past the first turn of rocks, where the bullets can't hit me. We see a wall of crates stacked up where we hadn't seen them before. I recognize the snout of the gun barrels poking through the holes. Oh God, are you dead? Those are our side, Sam. I don't particularly think anybody is on our side right now. They don't shoot, but I don't want to give them a chance to change their minds. We turn another corner of rocks before we hear another round of shooting. Then the angry buzz of voices drowns out anything else or everything. I would really be interested in why doing that one change of like Nick, Ben, or Yao changes anything. Because it's like, he's going, who are you working with? Us. That doesn't really have any affiliation besides, you know, having sex and working at the mine. And then somehow working with a guy he doesn't know, a guy that's a hard worker, or a guy that's, well, a cunt. It's like, why is it that those are the choices that seem to get the bad end, while working with, saying you're working with the head of probably the union stuff, or, his close compadres somehow gets the good ending, supposedly. In front of us, there's a crowd of men shouting, flailing, bald-necked, at the entrance of the thin shaft leading into the bigger room. As he closed the gap of the people in front of us, more bodies slam into us from behind, pushing us forward, shouting for us to go in. They're not moving fast enough, Nick. The gunmen are in front. The gunmen at the front will buy us enough time. And then what? Then we find Yao. We'll have a plan. You sound so fucking sure about that. Because I'm sure of it, Sam. Will was sure about everything too, now wasn't he? Nick doesn't respond. I said, wasn't he? Something barrels into me, and it's hard to breathe. Everything goes sideways for a moment. Then I see black. But just for a moment. Nick is pushing the crowd of men off me, throwing punches as they elbow him, trying to push the way forward. So, is this where we die? No. The crowd's moving forward. We're free of the tight passage finally, and we break into the open, domed room. Apart from the fleeing protesters, the mines are completely empty today. There's nobody pushing carts, or huddling around the elevator. They must have been told to go home, as if they knew something was going to happen. Men rushed past us, shouting in various languages, stumbling over each other. There's an overflow of bodies crawling over one another, like ants pouring out of a hole. One of them falls in front of the crowd, screaming until his voice suddenly goes silent. Almost everybody has such a wild look in their eyes that they only seem to be looking forward, running as far away from the sounds of shots as possible. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a lizard's tail slip left, then disappear into the foreman's posts before the door slips shut. I pull Nick's wrist towards that direction. Why there? Beckett's in there. Nick's brow furrows, as his eyes narrow, and he nods. I wonder why we're going up here. We climb up to the wooden scaffold to the door. There's a shadow behind the scuffed door. I can't see him entirely, but I know he's looking straight at us through the tinted glass. I open up the mail slat with my claw and slip down to my knees. Help us, please. I hear a ruckus coming from inside the room. Jaws are opening, boxes are shuffled. They're killing everybody. I try to look through the slat to get a better look-see at what he's doing. Then I'm met with a cold metal to my forehead. You don't back away from the store? You're joining them. He pauses for a moment. Shit. You're the two who are hovering around that damn tiger. Nick raised his voice to a yell. Why are you talking about a tiger? He's part of the reason the guard's here, isn't he? Or ain't he? He was snatching dangerous weapons in the mine. The both of us tense up. Like dynamite? Or was it the revolver? Like, why would there be weapons down here? Though that does kind of raise the question when it's like, hey, there's people doing stuff in the mines. Was that Yao in the other routes? You caught him doing this? Not me specifically, but the leadership was notified. Pretty recently, in fact. Everybody knows about it now. But how could they have known? He was so careful. That has to be a mistake. No mistake. Ben was able to show us evidence after being confronted. I just noticed that this is not here. Nick's ears splay back. Confronted? An honest tip. trying to accuse him of something similar. He has a good nose for rooting out truth things. Though he's missing now. Probably dead. God rest his soul. Even after he's gone, that man's caused us grief. God ain't got nothing to do with him, I reckon. He nudged me with his gun. Whatever his crimes, it weren't snatching weapons. Can't say the same about your friend. You gotta ask him more. There's a chance he might tell us more, or at least let us hide. Say something, anything. I lick my lips, and start to talk real slow like. What did you see the last time we talked? What? In the trailer. Sam, he isn't going to. I bang on the door with my fist. If you ain't gonna help us, at least let me know. I need to know what you saw. The barrel of his gun pulls out of the slat. 5 minutes. Deals off the moment you give me any trouble. We hear the lock shift as the door opens. He's still aiming his gun at us. You shout to get anybody's attention, I'll shoot you. I mean, we were shouting and knocking, just saying. It's a very steady aim. You come at me suddenly, I shoot you. Hands up, and close the door behind you. We walk through, and Nikolai gets the door. I want you all to understand one thing. The albino did me a favor, so I'll do one for him in turn. What's the favor? After that, we're even. We're nothing to one another. You hear? I nod slowly. Surely. Nikolai shakes his head. What exactly did Sam do for you? Brought him back my wallet. Oh yeah. Made me think about my cousin. Though sometimes I wish he didn't. Nick is staring at the gun, but I see the direction of his gaze flick to the corners of the room. Why do you wish he didn't? The lizard shakes his head. I really wish he didn't. He aims the gun at Nick. You're looming too close, big man. Nick's hands curl up into a ball. He backs up. Just tell me what you saw. Beckett still stares at Nick, as if trying to decide to shoot or not. Then, he rolls his head on his neck, relaxing his muscles. It was less than a second, but I know what I saw. He shakes his head, aims steady. Ain't you, or the bosses, or any ordained man gonna deny me what I saw? What was it then? He changes his aim to me. Please, I really want to know. Only one reason I can think of where a man I'll stare down the barrel of a gun just wants to hear an answer. You've been seeing things too, ain't ya? The kinds of things you see that make it so you don't care if you die now or later. I mean, if I saw like some crazy stuff, I think I'd want to, survive because I wouldn't want to die with some crazy stuff. Things that show you there's something else. Yeah? I nod my head, too scared to slow my heart. Too scared to think about much of anything else than what he's talking about. We just saw our best friend die. I gotta know if there's something else or not. It's weird that it's like, hey, we're being shot at. Oh, by the way, what's the, what comes after this life? 'Cause it ain't my fault he's there at all. I mean, it kind of is, somehow. Beckett flicks his forked tongue past his lips. That's too bad. I can't tell if he's sorry or not. Either he doesn't care, or he's numb to hearing about this sort of thing. He flicks again, before letting that hang out in the air. People tell you all the time what ghosts look like. They say see-through people with their burial shrouds still over their heads, or phantoms that slip through the corners of your house. Sometimes they talk about the chains of hell, like that Dickens Christmas story. But not a damn one ever told me. Tall, blue, disgusting, with the most intense hatred and its sticky red eyes that pierce through the dark, hating me with all its being, just because I was what it was not, alive. His hand shook for a moment. Then he took a deep breath and said them again. Then I screamed. Wait, when I screamed, I thought I saw a ghost of my cousin wearing your face, Mr. Adler's. But if that was him, if it was ever him, and not just something trying to scare me, then it ain't him anymore. A part of me was hoping it would show itself again, just so I could ask it something, so I could make completely sure. It looks at me as if waiting, but it looks like it's not happening. It should have showed itself by now if it really are here. He looks to the window, but then again, there was a mirror in that office there, wasn't he? Nick's paw comes in contact with Beckett's face. He drops to the ground, slumping into the chair. What are you doing? Nick takes the gun and puts it behind his back. We need this more than he does. I put my hand to his face and bat it, trying to slap him awake. Is he dead? No. He drags me from the shack before I can see if he's breathing or not. We hear more bullets inside the mines. Why don't we stay here and hide? Because if we do, they'll find us. And then they'll execute us. At least give me some more time to make sure he's breathing. He keeps dragging me forward. As long as I draw breath, Sam, I won't let you die too. I know he's smart to leave him, for knocking him out cold, and for stealing the gun. It sounded like he didn't know a damn thing anyway. And as soon as the guards find him, they'll help him. We're the ones they're hunting. Well, I mean, does he look more foreman-y? Just saying. If you could even call it a hunt. To them, it's probably more like culling the livestock. Yeah, culling the workers. Make sure that people know they're expendable and all that. Just because some of us bleated too loud. Now, they're coming for all of us. We ain't nothing more than meat to them. It's a reason why I'm like, boy, I really hope society fixes a lot better before we have, like, I don't know, automated, like, security and stuff like that. Because just saying, teach a man to, like, separate themselves from their other man, cops and stuff like that, or mercenary like Pinkertons, that is a terrible thing. And giving them money to make sure that the workers stay, in their place. Sometimes they'll have a heart and not do that terrible stuff. But then put, I don't know, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, like give them an army of robots that, will kill people at a press of a button. It's like, okay, all of a sudden, you don't have, the only thing that's stopping them is the person that would be ordering it. It's like, anyways, we ain't nothing more than meat to them. I would be tempted to test other things. I did read faster this one than the other one. Nikolai picks up the pace, and so do I, to keep up with stride. The longer we walk, the closer the gunshot sound. They couldn't fire this far inside the cave, would they? Nick doesn't look at me. He's walking in pace, where he's panting for breath now. Dunno. They could cause a cave-in. They don't care, Sam. But that would trap them too, wouldn't it? Something tells me Briggs wouldn't care if that happened to them either. Who's there? We stop in our tracks. A man's voice called out. Identify yourself, now. I'm trying to figure out where the voice is coming from. Behind us, there's just a long curved tunnel. In front of us, there's a junction of the tunnel going 4 ways. I have my mouth to answer that we're just lost, but Nikolai holds his paw over my mouth. He points his claw at a silhouette of a gun tip, dragging in front of us in the passageway, obscuring the rest of its owner. I know which direction you spoke from. My heart starts banging my chest. They caught us. We're caught. You should come out. There's 4 of us here. I just look at Nick, asking with my expression if we should answer, but he shakes his head. Shooting me won't save you. Drop your weapons and face us. We don't move. We don't breathe. We don't say a goddamn thing. That's the only course of action to take if you wish to leave these mines alive, civilian. Yeah, so it's probably, yeah, the National Guard. I don't believe them. Nick doesn't believe them either. It sounds like there's only 4 of you. He raises the gun without hesitation. I've never seen Nick use a gun before. It's probably because he's never had to, for as long as I've known him. But it's clear to me that he knows how to hold it. Sounds like you want to make a wager. I'll take it. Several officers turn into the tunnel. Then I hear a series of shots. We guessed wrong. I begin to wonder when I feel the bullets tear holes through my body. Whether it'll hurt or sting or catch me in a spot where I feel nothing at all. I bet we didn't get shot, but Nick. But the pain doesn't come. I still hear Nikolai breathing. 2 bodies are lying on the floor. Just 2. The sharp smells of iron and smoke mix with the rancid smell of guts, making my eyes water. They were bluffing. I know that voice. Nikolai starts laughing. Then so do I. Hearing Paul's voice tends to mean that some sort of fight is about to break out. For the first time, I'm grateful for somebody who isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. William's dead. You're still trapped in the mines. I can't think about that now. If I think about it, I'll give up. Giving up means death. I have to keep going. You alright? So, what happened? I think this is time to call it, because I want to test something else. Okay. Because... Whoop. I didn't mean to save there. How did I do that? Now, where is it? Here? Because I think previous time it was Yao that we... Because I didn't think it was that too important, and that also he would know, giving half-truths is probably the best thing in my mind, usually. Because full-out lying usually doesn't work, unless you run for politics, or are leaders of some countries, like Middle Eastern countries. You can poke at some of them specifically, but then, yeah, you give partial lies, then it can be, you can, at the very least be like, no, what I said was right, or a thing be like, well, yeah, it was partially right. Because remember the first time I picked, what's his name? Yeah, I picked Yao. You two hanging around that damn tiger. Guards here. Statue both tense up. You caught him doing this? No, that's sure. In fact, everybody knows how. Means he got caught in the act. Let's look if there was not a tip. Again, it's like, I'm guessing blind. Huh. Militia's non-militia. Okay, so what happens if we switch to... Boop. And finger Nikolai? Does that mean Nick won't be at the mines? But again, I find it so weird that, like, telling this guy that... Quiet one. That it... Because, like, let's roll back again. Because our choices are Yao, Nick, Ben, Felipe, Paul, and Dimitri. Did I finger Felipe in my main route? Again? Not 100% sure. Because I wonder if that's who gets shot. Also, around the time we finished, I went to check if there was any new content for Cliff. It feels like not too long ago that I did Cliff's routes, but we're already partially through Murdoch's routes. It's weird to think that the main character will... I mean, I guess there are regular cars. Well, not regular cars, but cars in this universe. Are there supposed to be like cars in Red Dead Redemption 2? Not like that you see and interact with, but it's like they're a thing in the universe? More than 100% novelty? Actually, apartment 10, followed by Wiz and White Gurgle coming from behind me. It's a wolf I haven't seen before, dressed in miner's clothing. Looks interesting. Blood splashed paws. He goes down the floor. Through the blood, I can see he's holding a gun. I look in the direction that I thought I heard the sound from. Tiger's tail disappears deeper into the crowd. Huh. Interesting. Though, I want to test one more thing again, which is going through all this stuff. Which is be like, okay, so, when telling that guy about the stuff, it's going to be because I can't remember if Dimitri? Okay, we hadn't told him that yet. Paul, we hadn't... Felipe, so we picked Felipe. Which might be why Dimitri died. I mean, Felipe. Does this mean Dimitri dies? But again, I feel like it's the thing of that whoever that he either got that name and speculated, or B, that he gave that name to somebody else and like something's happening, and then speculation. No, Cynthia. A large bear paw. It can't be him. There's no way something like this could take him down. Not after everything he's been through. Okay, so you basically pick who dies or who gets fingered. Woof. Well, I'm going to turn this off just in case there's a, wayward wiener. Haha, wayward wiener. And then... Oh yeah, I might want to... Maybe on my own time I'll do that. Make a thing for main characters. Oh yeah, I guess I could just go all the way to the end here to do that. No, wait. This is... Cliff's route. Oh, I forgot to do one for Murdoch. Oh well, it wouldn't take more than a hot minute. Okay. So the only route I need to get up to is this one. If it doesn't crash, men have closing time. Okay, yeah. So I guess this is what we're going to be doing on the next route. When, you know, stuff and things. Where was Murdoch's last thing? It was the foyer? And see, that's when there was that note from the serial murderer. Here's that stuff. They're getting married. Everybody's happy. Well, actually, nobody's happy. So, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, guys, I like comments, tips you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like see it grow, then please subscribe and check out the videos to help it grow, and please balls. Please remember to spay and renew your animals to help control the pet population. Again, it is kind of funny that twice in a row we ended a route with what? 3 to 5 minutes on the clock? I mean, I guess I could put that here. We'll be able to figure it out. So, end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, guys. I like comments, tips you like, dislike, tips, comments. If you like my YouTube, then would like to see grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that and please are Spain and must control the pit population. It's kind of funny. I do these main routes, and I've got, including this one, 45 videos to go. So this one won't be posted for like 1 or 2 months short of a year. But I did saw those routes because like it was a bit low, and I'm on like episode 54 that hasn't been posted, and there's still more content. And I guess that means I can do one of Sileo and then switch over to Echo again. And then next would be Unraveling, and then less shards. Hyena. And until next time, it's like me, GamerWolfSix, of the Smoke Room. Because we're still doing this, just not anytime soon for me. Hyena, so thanks and see ya.